Before I started working with Greg, I had two businesses that I really needed to consolidate into one, and I couldn't see the pathway for doing that. You know, I was so busy in the business that I really wasn't working on the business, and certainly not from a strategic level. So working with Greg has given me enormous clarity, because I needed to actually slow down so that I could speed up in the longer term. And Greg has applied that discipline throughout our meetings, and his coaching sessions has really enabled me and challenged me a lot on where I want to take my business, what my vision is, and strategically developed a plan together, which has just been fantastic because I have a very clear direction now about where I'm heading. It's been a really logical process for me. It has enabled me to bite off a little piece of what I strategically needed to do for my business at a time, really immerse myself in that, think very deeply about it, come to a conclusion, and then implement something. And I think that that's a really great way to work, because as business owners, we're always so busy doing that it is very hard for us to think a little bit outside the square from a big picture perspective and strategically, and then implement that. And Greg's program really helps you to step through with a lot of support and coaching. It's been a fantastic process, and I'm really enjoying it. And we've learnt a lot as well from all the other people in the program. I think it's a fantastic environment, which is very supportive, and led by someone who's fantastic and very cutting edge about what he's doing, and challenging us to take our businesses to that next level. And I've completely changed my approach to attracting new clients. Before I started the program, I thought that really I should be trying to speak to as many people as possible, or marketing to as many people as possible, and it was a very diverse and not a very focused approach to marketing. With Greg's support, I have fine-tuned that to be a very narrow and very tailored approach, and I have really understood and defined in detail who my client is and who my client is not. And I think that has been just as valuable as knowing who my client is. With Greg's help, what I've been able to do is really redefine my approach to attracting new clients. It's a very tailored approach, which has built into the system a way of working out who and nurturing potential new clients to the point where they contact me rather than me contacting them. And that's a completely different mindset for me to be in. And it's very exciting, and it's actually working really well. And I'm constantly surprised now that the potential clients are driving the progress prior to working together rather than the other way around, which is what I traditionally thought was how I had to chase clients. So it's a very refreshing approach. I think a tangible outcome from the process for me is a completely new way of questioning new clients. You know, there's a very logical framework that I've developed, very specific for my business, which has led immediately to me determining whether clients are for me or not. And so that's saved me an enormous amount of time and energy in writing proposals, because now I'm really identifying myself whether I want the client as well as them wanting me. And that has saved me enormous time and energy in chasing people that really weren't right when I stopped and thought about it. So that's been a huge tangible time benefit to me of doing the program. Since starting the program, my approach to working with clients has completely changed. I used to approach clients with a short proposal to doing a little bit of work, and then what would happen is I would complete that work, they'd be satisfied, but there was no clear pathway to moving on to another piece of work. Greg's helped me to understand that there is a pathway, and I need to set that up right from the start, that I need to share my system and have developed a system that is very easy for the clients to understand, and for them to logically know about in advance of start taking the first step. So it's a whole system that's talked about up front, and it's a very logical and long-term relationship that we're building together. An intangible benefit of doing the program for me has been the people that I've met and interacted with. I think Greg's got a great philosophy on making sure the right people are in the room, and that we're all like-minded. And so we've started to interact with each other, and in fact we've done some business together, a few of us. So I think for me that was a very intangible thing that I didn't expect, but given the fact that there's quite a few of us on the journey together, it's been a pleasant surprise and one which has had ongoing benefit. If you are a business that wants to stay updated, because the world that we are working in now is progressing so quickly that we can't possibly have knowledge of everything. And I think Greg's program has really helped me realise that even though I thought I was pretty on the pulse, in fact I was a little bit behind in quite a few areas of my business, and that's just purely because I've been so immersed in doing things in my business myself that I needed to pop my head up and see where the world was headed. And I love the frameworks and the systems that I've developed, and it's enabling me now to get outside the business and think much more strategically and work on the business instead of in it. So if you are considering taking your business to the next level, then I highly recommend this program to you.